You're back with One Nation, and I'm your host, Tracii McGregor. Now, what single film has had the deepest impact on hip-hop? Wild Style? Beat Street? Well, some heads might say Enter the Dragon or Five Deadly Venoms or any one of those martial arts flicks from back in the day. Our guest has actually taken hip-hop's fascination with Asian culture to the next level, basing his own personal lifestyle on some of Eastern philosophy's most profound elements. Ever since his debut appearance on Gangstarr's Daily Operation album in 1992, this dude has established himself as an MC whose lyrical messages are based on a complex understanding of human nature. His connection to Gangstarr spawned the underground classic Come Clean in 1993 and led to a contract with Payday Records, which brought us 1994's debut LP, The Sun Rises in the East, and 1996's Wrath of the Man. His latest LP, Heroes for Hire, came out earlier this year on the independent No Savage Records. Here to discuss the influence of Eastern philosophies on hip-hop and on his own life, please welcome the dirtiest rotten scoundrel, Jeru the Damaja. This is One Nation, and I'm your host, Tracii McGregor. What? Who's knocking down my plant?
Oh, that's me.
Of course, it's Jeru the Damaja.
What's going on? I'm good.
Good to see you, big bro.
Yeah, should I sit right here?
Sit right there.
All right, I'm gonna sit right here then.
So let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
You grew up in East New York.
Right, I grew up in East New York, Brooklyn. No doubt.
Tell me, what was it like growing up there, and was East New York at that time more ethnically diverse and ethnically tolerant?
I mean, East New York is it's ethnically diverse type of place. You have your Italians, you have your brothers and sisters from Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. There's all types in East New York, and so I always grew up knowing a lot of different types of people, doing different types of things. You know what I'm saying? It was a good place to grow up. I mean, it was a little rough, but still, it helped mold my character to the person that I am today. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to see different things. I wasn't so closed-minded. When we were young, my mom, she would take us like to different restaurants, and like we would have to like learn how to eat with chopsticks and all that type of stuff, just so that we wouldn't be closed-minded. That when we grew up and we went out into the world, we would know different things beside our neighborhood. You know?
Did you happen to see that Jim Jarmusch film, Ghost Dog?
Actually, I'm on the soundtrack.
Okay.
Yeah, so I saw that movie. I saw it at the RZA studio when we was doing the song. He let us see it, and a lot of those things, like in that book, in that movie, you know, I read all those things before, and it's real, you know, but you can't really understand those things until you apply it to your own life.
What was your first introduction to Asian culture? Did you have Asian friends growing up?
I mean, as far as like Asian culture, I mean, I always watch Kung Fu movies. Like, I'm 29 now, and my aunt, she's about 34, so she used to babysit me, and on certain days we used to sneak to 42nd Street, like she used to sneak, and this was like back in the 70s, you know. You pay a couple bucks, like, you could see like 3 movies, dirty theater, you know what I'm saying? So
what was it that got you to start taking a deeper interest in and researching more about the culture behind, you know, some of these moves that you were seeing in these films?
I'm that type of person. I like to investigate anything that I deal with. I like to know. I like to have like know about it to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say an extensive knowledge because there's so many things that I really want to know. But I like to know enough that if I was ever questioned or if I was ever in a position that I needed to explain or understand something, then I'll be able to do that. I wouldn't be totally lost. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to know a little bit about everything.